Sports. Today, our focus will be on baseball. Now, the Nairobi Baseball Festival is happening next weekend. And today we've decided, you know what? Let's take a look at what is happening in baseball and what has necessitated the growth of the sport in the country. In studio with me, I have baseball players as well as guys from If We Build It organization who are trying to make sure that baseball grows in the country. With me is Felix. How are you doing? Nairobi Buffaloes. What is Nairobi Buffaloes?
The best team in the country so far.
Oh, not in the world. Not in the world.
I think we are soon. We are yet to get there. Yeah.
Kevin, how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
It's Kevin Schreiber.
That's right.
But I hope I got it right.
Mombasa.
You have a baseball bat. You know, people might be thinking that we are here for war, but it's not war.
Sport only.
Sport only. Nixon, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good to have you on Scoreline.
I'm pleased to be here.
You're a pitcher?
Yeah, I'm a pitcher.
You're a pitcher?
Yeah.
That is why you have that.
Yeah.
And also we do have Tom Wallace. Is it Tom or Tom?
Thomas, or
Thomas.
Yeah, just Thomas is fine.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
That's right.
In, of course, on Scoreline. And today our focus is all about baseball in the country. And of course, Tom and Kevin, you guys are the pioneers of the organization that is called If We Build It. What is that all about, Kevin? Let's begin with Kevin. I know I was looking at Tom, but let's begin with Kevin.
If We Build It is an organization that started with a mission of bringing space for people to play baseball. And it has grown from kind of the grassroots to now running multiple leagues for young people. So we have Nairobi Little League under If We Build It, that we host games for kids 10 to 12. And then we have the Nairobi Baseball Community Series for 18 and overs. We're all participants in that league.
Yes.
Both of those leagues will have a championship this coming Sato at the Championship Festival at JQuat at the Nairobi Field of Dreams.
Somebody will not, when somebody looks at you, they will not know that you know Swahili that much. How long have you been in the country? 8 years.
Yes.
And I've never seen this jersey that you have on.
Yes, sir.
And it's written Nairobi.
Nairobi,
oh, yes.
Representing the 254. Yes.
Is it limited to a few people?
No, we're just starting production now. We've managed to find a producer in Kenya. So these are to represent Nairobi baseball. When you come on out to the fields on this Saturday, we will have them available.
Tom,
Yeah.
I mean, from basketball to baseball, that's a big shift.
Well, actually, in the world of basketball, so I did play for a few years in the Premier League for the Blazers, as we were talking about,
Yes.
and then traveled the country playing basketball. But basketball and baseball are very closely linked. Michael Jordan, when he retired, he went to play baseball.
Yes.
So a lot of guys in the United States grew up playing baseball first, then basketball, and it's both of those things can be your love of the game. You say we're pioneering baseball or the organization, but both of these guys that we have here with us, Nixon and Felix, represent a big generation of guys who've been playing baseball for 20, 30 years, organizations that have been on the ground doing work, the federations that have been doing the work, leaders all across the country. There's baseball in over 20 counties in Kenya. One of the things that's been missing, though, are baseball fields. So you wouldn't ask Michael Jordan to become Michael Jordan without a basketball court. He might shoot on a peach basket once in a while, but he's not going to become Michael Jordan without a basketball pitch. Same thing with baseball. Great talent in Kenya, amazing talent across the continent, playing baseball, loving baseball, but not a place to go to call home for baseball. So that's why we're building the first baseball field in Nairobi.
Nixon, where did the idea of getting into baseball come from? Because most Kenyans will want to go into either football, they want to go to rugby, volleyball, athletics, but you chose baseball. Where did that idea come from?
Actually, when I joined JQuat, I wanted to do theater, drama. Then I couldn't get there. So I decided that one time I was walking, going for my supper. So the baseball players were sharing a field with handball. So one of them hit the ball a grounder and it hit my leg. So I took it.
Back then, do you know it's a grounder?
Yeah, right now I know, but back then I didn't.
Yes.
So I took the ball and
Yes.
threw it back at them. So they were like, no, great hand, man, come, join us. So that's how I joined baseball.
How's the journey been?
The first 3 months, I did quit, actually. I told my coach, no, I'm not doing this because the balls were too high on me. Like, the training was too intense, and I was like, no, this is not my thing. So I went back to my hostel. A few weeks, got bored, got back
to
in.
baseball.
Yeah.
Felix, what is the Nairobi Buffaloes?
It's a team, a baseball team, of course, a club that has been formed in Nairobi. And yeah, just like I said, it's the most competent team so far.
It's the most competent team so far.
Yeah.
And where did the idea of getting into baseball come from for you?
For me,
Yes.
so I started baseball while I was in high school. I was
high school.
Yeah, high school, yeah.
When?
2012.
2012 baseball ilikuwa Kenya.
Sana.
Yes.
Yes. So I think it was out of curiosity. And yeah, here I am. I think it's been almost 8 years playing the game.
8 years playing the game. Tom, well, let's talk about the Nairobi Baseball Festival. You're getting into the second edition that this weekend. I mean, when you take a look at, the festival itself and, how people have received baseball as a sport in the country and accepted it, what do you have to say about it?
Well, really, the festival is a celebration of community. Really, grassroots sports in this country require a lot of grit and determination. There's not been a lot of support for baseball over the last 20 years. When Felix started in 2012, last 15 years, there's not a lot of people that even probably believe that he was playing. You can hardly believe it now, I'm sure.
Yes.
But there's a really strong community, and that's why we call our organization If We Build It, because tunajenga, when we say tunajenga, we also mean tunacheza. It means that we're playing. And so what we're doing at that festival is we're celebrating another season of playing together. We're celebrating the championship games, like Kevin was talking about, for Little League. For the first time ever, Nairobi Little League, 8 teams. Now we have 2 finalists playing, 12 and under kids going to be in front of on the big stage playing for the championship. And then you have the 18 and over teams that have been playing for 2 years in the first real league in Kenya for that age group. So we're going to be celebrating that. That's going to be a whole day event, and we're also going to have fun. We're going to have a big home run contest at 6 o'clock out of JQuat at the field, and then the lights will pop on for the first time ever outside of South Africa and in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yes.
And then we will have the OG Calligraph Jones out for the after-party concert from around 6, 7 o'clock. We're just going to have a great time. We're going to celebrate community and building together.
Kevin, something that I wanted to ask Tom, but now let me put this to you. Why did you decide that, let's start this, the second edition of the festival, and then it runs into the night under the floodlights?
Well, the program has grown. Now that there are kids who are partaking, in addition to the 18 and over, we have more teams this year than we had last year. We decided that we should expand the program, and then we should have a celebration together. We're excited that the OG is coming on for the after party, so that we can all celebrate as a community and also bring more people into the community and more visibility to baseball and to grassroots sports.
Is it better at night?
The game?
Yes.
It can be, yeah. This is the first time that we're trying with overhead lighting.
Yes.
So we're not playing like a competition game. Those will take place during the day. We're going to be trying out the softball home run contest. Softball is very similar to baseball, but the ball is pitched underhand and the ball is larger, so it's easier to hit it a bit farther. We'll see how it goes. We're excited to check out baseball and softball under the lights.
Felix, a year ago, we had the women's team go to the softball World Cup in Mexico. And as I know we are not talking about the women's game, but how does it make you feel that, you've been in this game and you've seen it grow in leaps and bounds?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a deep one. That's a good question.
Yes.
Yeah, seeing the progress so far, I mean, from where we started from to where we are right now, it makes me feel like we are heading somewhere. And yeah, there's a future in baseball. And I think in the next few years to come, Kenya will be playing baseball internationally.
Internationally?
Yes, yes.
Now that you've said that, Nixon is a player coach. How did you get into that? Now that you're coaching the little ones, but still playing the game actively on the senior side?
Yeah, for me, actually, I grew to love baseball in Jomo Kenyatta. So when If We Build It decided that we are going to have kids doing this, I volunteered to be part of the coaches because I've been in baseball for 7 years, so got experience there and decided, why not? Why should I not nurture these kids to be as me or as the others?
As the others.
Yeah.
So when you got into baseball in Kenya, and you've been around for almost more than 10 years, did you see the game grow the way it has been? Or rather, grow the way it has grown?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. You know, like I said, the talent has always been here. The determination is there. I think those are like the enabling factors that you need for a sport to be successful. When you look out at a player, you know, some people look at skill. You hear coaches talk about, okay, I'm going to look at the raw skill. That's important, but having somebody's determination is probably like the one thing as a coach I look for is how hard are they going to work? And so it's not surprising that a community full of kids who are really, really dedicated to the game are going to be working hard. And so we've seen the game grow and is growing in various ways. So Nixon actually is part of both softball. He plays softball. He plays baseball 5. What you're talking about is actually a team that went a couple years ago for what's called baseball 5, and that is a smaller game. You play with your hand. You don't need the bat. You don't need the glove. It's almost like a tennis ball. You play on a court that's the size of like a tennis court. Kenya has always struggled in baseball against Uganda because Uganda's had baseball fields.
Yes.
But in the last couple of years, Kenya has beaten Uganda in baseball 5 because they've had equal amount of access as Uganda to playing baseball 5. So Kenya is now the leading country next to South Africa, probably vying for space in baseball 5. We have a group of young women going, a team, the under 18 team, going for World Cups. And last thing I would say is girls are playing both Little League baseball, and we have women in our league for the 18 and over because we don't have the ability to run multiple leagues for men and women. And so the girls are also playing. There's 2 players on each team that are girls. Some team have more. So really the game is really growing in an incredible way. And we, in November and December, will be having continental qualifiers for softball here. So the continent is coming to Kenya for softball in November. And in December, the under 15 boys baseball continental qualifiers is at the Nairobi Field of Dreams. So we've got an incredible horizon in front of us.
Kevin, probably there is this mentality that, sits around that baseball, now that you know Swahili, ni game ya wazungu. What are you guys doing to demystify that? That it's not a white-only sport, it's an inclusive sport.
Well, that's why we call ourselves the Nairobi baseball community, and that's why we are, if we build it, not if you build it or if I build it. We're about lifting people up, because it takes a whole economy to run a baseball game. You have to have officials, you have to have scorekeepers, you have to have umpires, and no one player can lift up a baseball team. You need to have 9 players on the pitch at any one time to defend, and then everyone gets a chance to bat. So baseball is a game of teamwork. Baseball is a game where we all need to be pamoja.
Do you think probably Kenyans know how much money professional baseball players get?
I think, if you look at salaries, they're up there with the top professional leagues across the world. So I think maybe if Kenyans look at the top football players, they would see the same salaries that you would see for the top baseball players in Major League Baseball in the US. But yeah, we come at it from kind of the grassroots. The more people that you have who have access to a sport, who can get a chance to learn and play through Little League or through the older leagues, then you get that talent pipeline. Then you get more of a base where you can find the top talent who can make it to those leagues.
Felix, future hii game iko wapi?
The future is bright. Kulingana vile tunaelekea, I think there's some good news in future. Because right now, I think personally, as I'm playing for this league, I'm playing with the vision or ambition to grow myself and maybe one day to play in some good spaces out there. Yeah.
You want to be like Otani?
Someone like Otani. Or even
of course,
better.
the future is bright. Nixon, when we talk about baseball in the country, there is also something that comes into play, accessing equipment. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy to get this baseball, but the ball is expensive. Of course, the glove is expensive. Probably what should be done so that people can, acquire this?
I think, first of all, we need the government support because they need to support us with the equipment so that you can be able to access them easily. Even in Nairobi Sports House, you can go there and you won't find this. So bringing them in Kenya, making them accessible to us will play a very huge role in advancing the sport. Yeah.
Tom, let's talk about the future of baseball in the country, and you as well as Kevin. And when you talk about if we build it organization, where do you want to see this sport in the country in the future?
It's a great question. I want to first just follow up on this question about equipment, because it has to do with the future of the sport. So first of all, Felix is multidimensional. He's a player, he's a coach, but he's also part of a group called Angels at Bat. And Angels at Bat has been bringing equipment from the United States for over a decade to communities. So that's always one of those things that's incredible. You see it in various parts of the country, donations coming in. So that does help.
Yes.
And that has been really important. Angels at Bat is a partner of ours. So we work directly with partners all over the world to help bring in equipment for baseball.
Yes.
Now, imagine, we talk about the creative economy in Kenya. Imagine Kenya producing its own materials for the game and being a supplier to the entire continent, to all 54 countries, right? An incredible port that Kenya has, and manufacturing ability, textiles, everything that you can think of to be a producer of not only players, but of equipment so that we don't have to be importing. And so just to this point, we've worked really hard to create a jersey that we can produce here. That jersey will be made in Kenya now, and that's with a local business, and we're working directly with that. So I think the future is not just about players and sending players away. What we're focused on is, can we create spaces where kids can have fun, where they can have an alternative sport to play. We have teams all across informal settlements to upper class households playing this game, and they're playing together. So that's an incredible thing when you create a space for that to happen. Secondly, we're focused on really creating facilities for all of that. And then third, building the leaders to carry that forward. So Nixon has gone from the guy who got hit in the leg with the ball to the guy playing on the team to then volunteering to lead and coach. And he's also helping to run our leagues. And we have over 30, 40 volunteers in the age of 20 to 30 who are now set to lead baseball forward in Kenya. And this is a model that we think can be really carried out across the region and then across the continent. But first, we get the wins in Kenya and focus on doing that here.
We get the wins in Kenya. Let me pose this to Kevin. Sorry, to Nixon and Felix. Normally, when we have new sports in the country, the federations probably try to talk to the Ministry of Education to incorporate that into their sports calendar so that the games can be played throughout the country. Probably, what is your message to the Ministry of Education to incorporate this into the sports calendar now that the year is coming to an end? Of course, I think the kids are already into a third term. Now that probably next year or the year after, we can see baseball being played, because for you to grow the sport, you also have to have it in schools. What is your message to the Ministry of Education?
Okay. Yeah, so Right now we have softball in the CBC books. That should be grade 5, I think. So for students or for kids to know how softball is played, they need to maybe get a coach or learn from any like expert in softball. And now softball is a sister to baseball. They are just the same. So my plea to the ministry.
Yes.
And by the way, last month, Tom, or you remember we did a demonstration of baseball in Kakamega. I think they were having their high school games.
Yeah, that's the national ball games.
Yes. And we had one or two officials from the ministry. So my plea to the ministry is to consider baseball because CBC has accepted it. It's in the books. So it's a matter of just allowing the kids to learn and play it.
Which team do you support?
In?
Baseball, internationally.
Internationally.
Yes.
The defending champions, Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
The World Series.
Kevin, which team do you support?
The New York Mets.
The New York Mets. Nixon?
Red Sox.
The Boston Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox, yeah.
Tom?
This is why Nixon's my guy. I'm a Red Sox fan. Right? I'm not a Liverpool fan, though. The same owners of the Red Sox own Liverpool.
And somebody, as we are wrapping up the interview, somebody will want to know, can they get this merchandise, the Nairobi baseball community?
So ifwebuildit.org, you can go to our website. It's in the name of our organization, is our website, ifwebuildit.org. And then we have a Hustle Sasa shop that you can go to. There's a whole section for merchandise. But more importantly, you can come to the Nairobi Field of Dreams next Saturday on the 13th, watch real live baseball, buy one of these shirts directly, put it on, and go watch the game. And then you've got like real street cred. You can't just be rocking a cap and not having seen an actual game in Kenya. So prerequisite, come out, buy a ticket for 200 shillings for students. That's for the pre-sale right now.
Yes.
And then gate is 400 currently. And then at the gate, it'll be up to 300 for students, 600 for general admission.
Thank you very much, Felix, of course, for finding time to come to talk to us. Kevin and Nixon, as well as Thomas, for coming to talk to us about Nairobi Baseball Festival, as well as, baseball in the country and where the game is at the moment and what the future holds when you talk about baseball. I appreciate that you managed to get time on a busy Sunday, now that you're preparing for next week's event. Hopefully, we find time next weekend to come to the Nairobi Baseball Festival to come and see what is happening on ground. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. But that is where we wrap up Scoreline this afternoon. My name is Robinson Okenye. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.